Saba Kord Afshari هستم.
This is Saba Kord Afshari. She has been sentenced to 24 years in prison. Her crime? Protesting against having to wear a hijab in Iran. And this is not a new battle for women in Iran. In 1979, after the Islamic Revolution, a mandatory dress code was imposed for all women living in Iran. This law still applies today. About 6 years ago, this mandatory law received a lot of attention thanks to an Iranian-born journalist and activist based out of the UK and the US. She started an online movement against the mandatory law and called it My Stealthy Freedom. She encouraged women from Iran to post photos of themselves without their hijabs and share their moments where they felt liberated after removing the hijab. This is just one example of an ongoing conversation on social media, and Saba, now 20 years old, is part of that larger fight for women's rights.
The issue is that the Iranian authorities do not want to give a free hand to women to wear as they wish, the clothes they wish, and to behave on the street as they like. A lot of women are ignoring these rules, and the authorities are tolerating them as long as these actions are not so much publicized on social networks.
But that's not the case with Saba. She decided to voice her opinion on the subject on social media, and the video caught many people's eyes, which led to her arrest. On August 27, Saba's lawyer received a notice from the Islamic Revolution Court of Tehran stating that Saba has been sentenced to 24 years in prison, 15 years for encouraging people to commit immorality and/or prostitution, 7.5 years for gathering and collusion against internal or external security, and 1.5 years for spreading propaganda against the system.
There is an article of the law which says when somebody is sentenced to 3 or more offenses, they will serve only the highest sentence. So among these 15 years are the highest.
Saba's lawyer plans to respond with an appeal in court.
I'm deeply sad to say that I expect the sentence to be upheld.
However, human rights activists also expect that the fight for equal rights in Iran is far from over.
سالم بازداشت شده 11 مرداد 97 هستم که 1 سال حبس گرفتم به قضاوت قاضی مقیسه. سلام مسیح جان، امروز شنبه است 25